you imagined as a kid? Did you go on adventures? Did you play with imaginary creatures? Both? Well, Theodore Geissel was someone who made the imaginary become real for millions of children. Best known as the author Dr. Seuss, Geissel became known for creating fantastic creatures and using nonsense words and rhymes in his stories. As hard as it is to believe now, Geissel faced many obstacles before becoming the world-famous children's author we know today. From his early struggles to find a publisher to the impact of World War II on his writing career, there is definitely more to the life of Dr. Seuss than many people know. Let's start at the beginning. Theodore Geissel was born on March 2, 1904, in Massachusetts. He graduated in 1926 from Dartmouth College and then continued at Oxford for his postgraduate studies, which he did not complete. According to biography.com, before he began writing books, he worked for many magazines as an illustrator and humorist. Many of us do not realize just how hard it is to get a book published. Biography.com states that his first children's book, And to Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street, was rejected nearly 30 times before it was finally published in 1937. In 1940, he started to introduce the features that would cause his books to stand out from the others. Horton Hatches an Egg was the start of his unique humor, playful use of words, and outlandish characters. In the story, Horton finds an egg and decides he's going to help hatch it. This was the story that created the famous line, "I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, an elephant's faithful 100%. But sadly, things started to change when World War II happened. Seuss in Springfields.com states that from 1942 to 1946, Geissel served in the U.S. Army and was assigned to the documentary division. In 1945, he wrote Your Job in Germany, which Frank Capra directed into a documentary that was later given an Academy Award. He started writing children's books again in 1947. Around this time, he would use rhymes to convey messages like the one found in Horton Hears a Who, which says, "A person is a person, no matter how small." In 1957, his books The Cat in the Hat and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas were made into movies and musicals. In 1958, he founded Beginner Books, Inc. This organization is based on trying to get kids to be excited about reading. From 1960 to 1965, he wrote books especially for this, like Green Eggs and Ham and Fox and Socks. According to famousauthors.org, in 1984, he received a special Pulitzer Prize for his exceptional contribution over nearly half a century towards the education and enjoyment of children and their parents. Multiple sources state that by the early 21st century, over 600 million copies of his books were sold worldwide. Many of his television cartoons won Emmy Awards. Sadly, Geissel died on September 24, 1991. Dr. Seuss taught children about the problems in the world while at the same time showing them that it was okay to let your imagination fly. As Dr. Seuss once said, life is too short to wake up in the morning with regret. So love the people who treat you right, forgive the ones who don't, and believe that everything happens for a reason. If you get a chance, take it, and if it changes your life, let it. Nobody said it'd be easy. They just promised it would be worth it.